Hello, and welcome to this edition of iMagine Online. Today you'll learn how to download an app called Photoshop Express to your mobile device. Hello photographers, it's Mrs. Eggleston here with another edition of iMagine Photography Online. So I'm here today to tell you about another new super awesome app that I found that will really help us to keep doing the cool creative things we're doing with photography, but do it from this camera computer rather than in the classroom. So a lot of the students that have been with us for a while, those of you from Gray, Holmes, and the Ignite Institute, a lot of you have already worked with me with iMagine with Photoshop. And so I found online an app called Photoshop Express. It's made by Adobe. It's the same people that make the full version of the Creative Cloud of Photoshop. But this one is free, and there are some things within it that you do have to pay for, but everything we're going to do is free. And it's also great for Android and iPhone. So hopefully that won't limit anyone. One thing I forgot to mention in the last video, when you're working, especially downloading these new apps, make sure that you're on Wi-Fi somewhere rather than using your data, unless you have unlimited data. If you don't have unlimited data and you're not in Wi-Fi, it takes a lot of your data to download an app. So make sure that you either are in Wi-Fi in your house or in another place, someone else's house, or that you are have unlimited data. Otherwise, just check with your parents and make sure they're okay with it, depending on what your data plan might be. But anyway, I'm going to switch now to my phone so you can see exactly what this Photoshop Express app looks like, and we'll get started. Okay, so if I go to here, hopefully now you're seeing my phone and not my face. Hold on just a second. Actually, let me do something here really quickly. All right, okay, you should see my phone now. Yep, there's my Chipotle app. We've got priorities, right? Okay, so if you switch over to, okay, up in the upper left, you see Photoshop Express. So that's what the icon looks at like. So you can go to your app store on your phone and you can download this app. And I think it's gonna ask you to put in an email address and like create a password, like a profile kind of a thing, and just make sure you get permission from your parents and for any information it's asking you for. But I'm confident that most of you have probably gone through this process of downloading an app before. But just you want to make sure mom and dad know what's going on. Okay, so if you go to Photoshop Express, once you're logged in and you're all set here, it shows you different things that you can do, and down at the bottom it says Photoshop Express Premium Start Trial. X out of that. Do not do that. What it shows is, at least on mine here, it starts out, all these pictures you see are pictures that are on my camera roll, okay, and on my phone. And so up at the top, if you click where it said Recents, now it has different options, like it's basically linking to different places on your phone that hold and store photographs. So I'm sticking with Recents, which is like my camera roll. It's like the app that stores photos on my camera. Okay, so we're going to work today in Edit. And so if you go into Edit mode, you can then go down and select a picture, and I'm looking for one. I took this really cool picture at a party not too long over the weekend, and we practiced social distancing, so it was just great. Okay, so but here is a photograph that I took. So down at the bottom, there are all these different options for ways that you can edit your photo, and they're basically they work like filters, but also you can do some really customized editing of your photographs. So those that are in more of an advanced class with iMagine, you've done some photo editing in Photoshop, like the full version in our class. But those that haven't, you'll really have the opportunity to kind of jump in. This is just like a more condensed version of it, but you can do some really cool things. So you can, go around and look, like if you go under Charm, if you click on that, it shows you all of these different ways that, like basically filters. So there's normal, which is what you see right here. But if I scroll over, I could do this Charm 3, which makes it look, I don't know, I guess you could say a little bit more vintage. It's like oversaturated color, and it's kind of got an amber glow throughout the picture. Or here's like more of a yellow tone. So you can do all these different things to the picture. And then you can, if you go back and hit Charm again, it's like closing that Charm book of options, and then you can go back to others. So there's lots here to pick from. And so in the next few episodes, we're going to be using Photoshop Express, and I'm going to give you some challenges. So you're going to want to definitely download this app and just look around and get familiar with it. And we're going to really dig in here. So I'm going to, oopsies, go back to my computer. So hopefully you're seeing me again. Hello. And so download Photoshop Express. That's it. So the last episode we downloaded a Yamra. So now you have Photoshop Express. And then I'm going to do one more video that's going to show you one additional app that you'll need for a super cool lesson that we're going to do. And then after that, we should have everything we need to really get going and make some cool videos that'll give you some challenges to do. So I forgot to mention in the last video, at the bottom of the screen, you should see our my email address. So if you have any questions, or if there's anything that you don't understand, or if you just want to tell me something because you miss me, I miss you guys so much, it's ridiculous. And I would love to hear from you, just to hear how you're doing, and to hear how things are going at home, and just to hear from you. So please email me. And this is going to be the way that we're going to have photo challenges, and I want you guys to send me your photographs, and through email is how we're going to do it. So that's it. So I hope you have a great rest of your afternoon, and make sure to keep track of iMagine's YouTube channel, and we'll be posting more super cool videos. So peace out, photographers.